Wait, let's not start the episode yet. Let's have a joke first. We are going to be doing jokes and riddles, all Halloween themed for the rest of this series. So, and at the end you can get the answer. So, what goes ha 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 right before a gigantic sounding crash and then keeps laughing? Watch the end of the video to find out the answer to the joke. Salut, you wonderful simmers, and welcome. We are playing The Sims 4 Vampire series, and I thought today would be a really good day to just run through what we have achieved so far, what has happened to each of our characters, because we have quite a few of them now. So, we have Vlad here. He starts this game all on his lonesome in Sleepy Hollow, which is from the Vampire Pack. He is from the Vampire Pack. And he was getting fed up of being alone, being one of 3 vampires in the entire Sim world that he knows of. And he was getting really quite fed up with that. So he goes ahead and he turns Anya. He needs some food, so he ends up getting 2 blood bags in a dungeon. Zoe, Pastel, and Cinderella. Cinderella has a baby in the dungeon while she is here. The father is currently unknown, I believe. Anyway, so here's the dungeon. We did create that in one of the episodes as well. Anyway, he then turns Jeb, a teenager, who is now his young apprentice, and he is going to move into the house with Vlad. We'll go ahead and give him some sort of makeover. So currently he's on his own, so you're probably asking yourselves, where did these 3 lovely ladies and the baby disappear off to? So Cinderella was rescued by Buffy, who we're going to visit in a minute. Zoe was rescued by the spellcasters, who I did a really poor job of introducing, so I do apologise for that. And Hunter the baby is with Cinderella and Buffy. And then Buffy, in the last episode, comes into the house and turns Anya back into a human sim. Now, she did also have a fight with Vlad, and she lost the fight. So Vlad is feeling pretty triumphant. That was an awesome little battle where he threw her down, and yeah, he won the battle. So yeah, that is where we are here with Vlad. There was a couple of things we noted during our time with Vlad, and that was on his walls. He has this handsome devil on the wall, and he has this lovely lady in several pictures on the wall as well. And so I think that's quite cool, and I think we're going to visit that in a future episode of this series. Okay, now we're going to head over to Buffy. Okay, so now we are here with Buffy. This is Buffy's home. I created this myself, if you could not tell. Here it is. So Buffy was from our first episode, and that was a speed cast build of Buffy. I think I did quite well considering it's my first character build. Now, she ran away from Vlad's home. She is some sort of family member to Vlad, like a very distant type of thing, not even on the family tree. And she found the dungeon and she ran away from Vlad's house, and she found this dump, which is also in Sleepy Hollow. We can see the Vlad's house up there in the distance, and she is staying here. She has mastered the vampire skill, so she is level 15, so she knows everything. She knows the cure, and she has her plants down here. Now, it's going to take some time for her to get all of these ingredients together, because you need a lot of ingredients. 10 garlic, 10 wolfsbane, and 10 plasma fruit. So obviously we have Cinderella, who is here staying with her. We have baby Hunter, whose father is unknown. And we have Anya, who is not happy at all. And she is she was actually sad that she was turned into a human sim. So that is them at the moment. She's not friends with Buffy. They're like full-on enemies. They despise each other. So that's something that we're going to try and fix. Oh, and we of course have Moshi, who has been Buffy's companion throughout this since she ran away from the house. And he is awesome. So let's head up next to Caleb and Lilith. Okay, so here we are now. Oh my god, get in the house. Get in that house, please. Woo! Okay, so we are here with Lilith and Caleb. Now, Caleb, you know, and Lilith, they sort of answer to Vlad in a way. Vlad's not always the kindest either. But Caleb does answer directly to Vlad. And Lilith is a little bit more complicated. She has a relationship. She has made Vlad fall in love with her. And she is pregnant with Vlad's baby. So that is going to be really interesting because she doesn't actually like Vlad. And we are now going to head over. There's not a lot to do with them at the moment. They've sort of just been here in the background. Next, we're going to go and head over to Alistair and Beatrice, which means we are leaving Forgotten Hollow. Sorry, it's Forgotten Hollow. And we are heading to San Myshuno, which is a pack from City Living. You get this neighborhood with City Living, and I mean, there's apartments and everything in this. I think it's really cool. And we have the penthouse. Obviously, I used a bunch of cheats to get them in there, the money cheat, etc., to free real estate so that they can just live there. Okay, then. So here we are. Now, Alistair is from the painting on Vlad's wall, which we saw only a few episodes ago. And Beatrice is the lady from the wall. Now, I have given them day clothes because over time they would have had to have fit in with society. But they do have vampire clothing as well that they can wear. There he is. There is Alistair. Now, Alistair is evil. He is a bad man. He is the villain of our whole story. And there is only one person that knows where he is or who he is, and that is Lilith. Him and Lilith are in cahoots, and he is brewing a plan including Vlad. And here is Beatrice, who also looks a little bit like Maeve from Hotel Transylvania, I think. I really do think she does a little bit. I'm gonna have to get a picture of her up here for you guys. Anyway, she is Vlad's true love, and she was stolen by Alistair. Alistair said, "You're basically staying with me, and if you try and go back, then I will kill Vlad," or something along those lines. He's a mean guy. Anyway, he has also told Lilith to get pregnant with Vlad's child so that Alistair can also have the child as well. Now, I have a storyline for this kind of, it'll be interesting how it actually plays out, but basically we learn when Buffy got to level 15 of the vampire skill that Vlad was part of 23 settlers or 25 settlers for Forgotten Hollow, and he was the only survivor. And so my little backstory, I'll tell you half of the backstory, is Alistair was the original vampire, and he turned Vlad, who in turn killed the whole or most of the settlers. And so that is why he thinks he is the only survivor. So that is where I am leaving that for you guys. He's a bad guy. Boo, we don't like you, Alistair. He's mean. And we are going to jump up to the spellcaster. So the spellcasters live in Glimmerbrook, which comes with the Realm of Magic game pack. Yeah, game pack. The Charmed family. Now, I introduced them and it wasn't a very good transition. It was I did it really poorly. So I do apologize for episode 6. Okay, oh god, everyone's scared because it's thundering in Glimmerbrook. Lovely. Go here. Just everyone needs to chill out. Now, the charms consist of a elder and 2 children, son and daughter. Daryl, is his name Daryl, I think? He is a young adult. And Gemma is a teen. So they are the family members. Minerva is she is the elder spellcaster. She has the strong bloodline, and she's like one of the ancient Sims, the ancient spellcasters. Now, Amelia lives with them as an apprentice. She wants to be a spellcaster. Now, the spellcasters in the world, let's give a little bit of my personal lore. This is not the game. This is my own personal lore for our series. Is the spellcasters are there to keep balance to the world, and they can feel that the vampires are causing some upheaval with the magical realms. Now, they tracked the source of the upheaval that was happening, and they found Zoe in Vlad's dungeon as a blood bag. He was feeding on her. Boo, Vlad. And they have rescued her, and she is curious about this new world, about what's happening here, and where her place is in this. And so in the next episode, when we come back, we are going to be joining the spellcasters and giving them a little bit more of a backstory as well, because I did just throw them in there and it was really random and it didn't make any sense. So today has been a bit of a shorter episode. I think we're looking at about 8 minutes maybe, but it's just to make sure we all understand where we are, because this story has developed itself, meaning I had a game plan and then I changed the game plan and now we have no game plan, so I am creating a game plan. How many times did I just say game plan? I have no idea. So, here we are. This is the story so far. Let's see what happens. Let me know in the comment section below what you think could be fun for the future of this series. Obviously, we are on episode 9 of 31. But once I finish the history challenge, there's no reason why we couldn't go back to this world and have a play with it. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, then please do like, subscribe, and share. And here is the answer for the riddle that you saw at the beginning of the episode. Okay, so the joke for today was, what goes ha 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 right before a gigantic sounding crash and then keeps laughing? A monster laughing its head off.